A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a historic move, the Senate has narrowly approved a budget bill that could reshape the landscape of immigration enforcement in the United States. This legislation, known as the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, proposes an astonishing $150 billion in funding aimed at bolstering border security and immigration enforcement. With Vice President J.D. Vance casting the crucial tie-breaking vote, the bill marks a significant step in solidifying President Trump's hardline approach to immigration. The bill, spanning 940 pages, outlines extensive measures to enhance the capabilities of the Immigration and Customs Enforcement (IC) agency, positioning it as the highest-funded law enforcement agency in the federal government. Currently, ICE operates on a budget of $3.4 billion for detention, but the new funding could multiply this figure, allowing for a dramatic increase in detention capacity and the hiring of thousands of additional immigration agents. One of the most contentious aspects of the bill is the introduction of fees on immigration services that were previously free or offered at a lower cost. This move is expected to create additional hurdles for individuals seeking legal immigration pathways, raising concerns among advocates for immigrant rights. Moreover, the legislation aims to facilitate collaboration between local law enforcement agencies and federal authorities, potentially leading to increased deportations and heightened fears within immigrant communities. The Senate's approval of this bill is just one part of a larger legislative process. The House of Representatives had previously passed its own version of the budget bill in May, also by a narrow margin of 215 to 214. Now, both chambers must reconcile their respective versions to come up with a final bill that can be signed into law. As the debate continues, the immigration provisions remain a focal point of contention, with significant implications for millions of immigrants living in the United States. Advocates for immigration reform are voicing their concerns, arguing that the proposed measures could lead to a more punitive immigration system that disproportionately affects vulnerable populations. Critics of the bill are also cautioning that the increased funding for ICE could exacerbate existing issues related to civil rights and due process for immigrants. As the legislative process unfolds, all eyes will be on the negotiations between the House and Senate, with many anticipating a fierce battle over the immigration provisions. The outcome of this bill could have lasting impacts on the future of immigration policy in the United States, shaping the experiences of countless individuals and families. With the funding for immigration enforcement set to skyrocket, the question remains, what will be the cost to the communities affected by these changes? As we move forward, it is essential to consider the broader implications of such legislation and the values it represents for our nation. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act is not just a budget proposal, it is a reflection of the ongoing debates surrounding immigration, security, and the role of government in the lives of its citizens and residents. As the House and Senate work to reconcile their differences, the stakes have never been higher for those who find themselves at the intersection of these critical issues. The next steps in this legislative journey will undoubtedly be closely monitored by advocates, lawmakers, and citizens alike, as the future of immigration policy hangs in the balance. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.